My service dog, Daisy, is a golden retriever with more patience and discipline than most people I know. She's trained to help me manage a medical condition, and without her, daily life would be a lot harder. Everyone in the neighborhood knows this, everyone except, of course, Karen. It started with snide remarks. Why does that mutt get to go everywhere? HOA rules don't allow animals in the clubhouse. I explained, politely, that Daisy is a service animal, federally protected under the ADA. Karen just sneered. One afternoon, Daisy and I were walking back from the mailbox. Karen came marching down the sidewalk, armed with her ever-present spray bottle of all-natural weed killer. As we passed, she stepped directly in front of us. That dog, she snapped, is a nuisance. She sheds. She makes people uncomfortable. HOA rules say no animals outside unless leashed on common grounds. I gestured at Daisy, perfectly leashed at my side. She's a service dog, Karen. Federal law supersedes your bylaws. Karen's eyes narrowed. Then, before I could react, she sprayed Daisy, right in the face. Daisy yelped, shook her head, pawing at her nose. My blood ran cold. You just assaulted my service animal, I said, voice shaking with fury. Karen smirked. It's just vinegar spray. Maybe now she'll learn to stay off my street. I immediately called 911. By the time the police arrived, half the block had gathered. Karen stood tall, convinced she was in the right. Officers, she said sweetly. I was enforcing HOA rules. That dog is a violation. The officer looked at Daisy, trembling but unharmed after I flushed her eyes with water. Then he looked at Karen. Ma'am, did you spray this animal? Karen crossed her arms. Of course. Someone had to do it. The officer's tone hardened. You realize this is a trained service animal, correct? Karen rolled her eyes. I don't care if it's a circus animal. HOA rules. The cop cut her off. Stop. Harming or interfering with a service dog is a federal crime. You could face fines up to $15,000 and even jail time. The color drained from Karen's face. What? That's ridiculous. I didn't know. Ignorance isn't an excuse, the officer said. He pulled out a citation pad. You'll be receiving a summons. The county prosecutor will decide the rest. The neighbors gasped, some whispering, some outright laughing. One guy shouted, Guess the clipboard can't save you now, Karen. Karen stood frozen, spray bottle dangling uselessly from her hand. For once, she was silent. Daisy, tail wagging weakly now that she was recovering, leaned against me for reassurance. I gave her a pat and whispered, Good girl, it's over. Karen shuffled back to her house, pale and trembling, as the officers finished their report. From that day on, not only did she stop bothering Daisy, she crossed the street whenever she saw us coming. And the HOA? They haven't mentioned Daisy once since. Because the whole neighborhood learned what Karen learned the hard way. Crossing a service dog isn't just petty HOA drama. It's a federal offense.